In this vlog, I'm going to talk about my experience, my time in one of the most famous studios ever created in the heart of Hollywood on Sunset Boulevard. This one is called Ocean Way Studios. It's all about the rhythm right there. So welcome to Uke Like the Pros. I'm Terry Carter. And this is part of my new, well, first of all, I didn't even know I have a blog, blog.ukelikethepros.com. It's actually a fantastic blog. And I'm starting this Terry's Corner, and we're doing the weekly blogs that I do. And then we have a bunch of different articles up there on everything you need to know about ukulele brands, everything. So make sure to check it out, blog.ukelikethepros.com. But if you're here, that means you're on my YouTube channel. And we're on our quest. We just passed 100,000, and we're on a quest to 1 million subscribers. So if you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button and turn on that bell notification. All right, so you probably know about this. If not, don't keep it a secret. If you follow any of my stuff, ukelikethepros.com. If you've seen any of my videos at store.ukelikethepros.com, you know that I came from LA. I was an LA studio musician for 20 years. Now, in my mind, I don't really think of it as that big a deal because it was my life. But when my wife talks about it to other people, she talks about, I was a working LA studio musician. Okay, that meant I made my living playing music, playing guitar mainly, recording music, writing music, paid my taxes. I wasn't and no offense, don't want to offend anybody, but I wasn't a waiter and then try to do a couple of gigs there where I made my living playing guitar, playing music, and that just morphed into me being right here. So anyway, so I was in the heart of my studio time. I love the studios. Studios are just an amazing place to be. I'm talking professional studios. I mean, granted, I like my studio here. Don't get me wrong. Just walk out of my house in my garage and I got the studio here and I got fantastic gear and everything. But just a real studio, something that's built for recording music, a place that you walk down the halls and you feel the energy, the spirits of the people that have recorded it. I'll tell you a little bit about who recorded at Ocean Way, and walking the hallways and seeing the gold records, all the records that were recorded at the studio, just absolutely mind blowing. So I love that stuff, the gear, the big boards, mixing boards, all the equipment, everything like that. It's absolutely fantastic. So anyway, I'll talk a little bit more about it. Let's take a little playing break, and I'm going to get right into my story about Ocean Way Studios. Man, this ukulele sounds good, doesn't it? I don't know. I just do this little solo break to just send me here talking for 10 minutes. Could get a little boring, so we'll just add a little musical interlude. All right. So I just mentioned I love studios. I love being in studios. By the way, thank you for smashing that like button. So I had broken up with my band that I had. I had a band, just broken up with that, mainly the lead singer. Him and I were the partners. We were we were Jagger, Richards type vibe. We were something like that. We were playing music. We were writing songs together, and we were just splitting. So I was looking for new projects and new collaborators. And I had a gig at the Kibitz Room. Now, there's a whole story just on the Kibitz Room by itself. But the Kibitz Room is attached to the Cantor's Deli. So Cantor's Deli is in the heart of Hollywood. It's a real famous Jewish deli. Fantastic food, by the way. Real Jewish waitresses that aren't very friendly, but that's all part of the vibe. And attached to it in the back of the Jewish deli is the Kibitz Room. And the Kibitz Room is this little tiny dive bar. It's really just like a small little rectangle dive bar where you can hear music, play music. So really kind of a strange place. But anyway, this Kibitz Room is really cool because Joni Mitchell, Guns N' Roses. It just had a lot of so many people have come through. Red Hot Chili Peppers. This little room, and the stage was this little. maybe 4x8. I don't know. It's been a while since I've been there. It was a tiny little stage, and we used to fit like drums, bass, guitar, singer on this little stage, right? And of course, if you were loud, yeah, you could hear it in the deli as well. But anyway, I had this gig at the Kibitz Room. It was like an open mic, I think. I was playing behind the singer. Don't even remember who the singer was. Just one of like many, wannabe superstars in LA trying to make it. Anyway, we did our thing. I don't remember what happened. But anyway, there was a singer up there that went up and played a few songs. His name was Tassos. And he was like, hey, I'm looking for some new musicians, a writing partner. Let's write some songs, let's record. And I was like, well, this is perfect because it's exactly what I'm looking for. So him and I talked, got along pretty well. And he's like, I got some songs, I'm ready to record. And I was like, hey, I got a studio. Let's hook up, just see if we gel, right? See if we like the vibe of each other, see if we dig the music and that kind of stuff. So anyway, we did. We got together, we jammed, and it was like, hey, let's go and record these songs. It was like, okay, well, it's just me and you. So we just got singer and me on guitar. All right, what else do we have? Well, he knew a bass player. He knew a drummer. He was like, let's go and record. So I think we got together, might have had a rehearsal to go over the songs, get ready. And we were like, all right, let's go record. So he called up Ocean Way. Now, Ocean Way is one of, like I was telling you, Ocean Way is like, that's like the crown jewel. Now, I actually had already recorded Ocean Way one time before. That's a separate story. But I was like, yeah, Ocean Way, I freaking love it. You're like being in there, the vibe of these studios. So he called Ocean Way. It was like a Tuesday morning. And he was like, we need to record. And they're like, we happen to have a 4-hour block that night. And they're like, it was because it was an off night. No one was booked it. So we got a great rate on this. So, all right, we're about to go to Ocean Way. Let me do some little playing, and then I'll tell you about what's going to happen next. All right, so what do? We got the night, Tuesday night. We're going to head on over to Ocean Way Studio, me, Tassos. I think the bass player was named Doug, and I only remember that because I found a photo of it recently of that gig. It was Terry and Doug. Anyway, we'll be putting some photos here in this for you. And the drummer, that guy, I don't really remember the name, but anyway, we'll go over. We got 4 hours. Seems like a lot of time, right? 4 songs, 4 hours, plenty of time, no time. Well, you don't realize, if you've ever been in a real studio, by the time you load in, you get set up, you get the mics set up, you get some sounds, you get the amplifiers put away, in the isolation booth, you get everything set up. It's like, that could be at least an hour, 2 hours. I mean, granted, this is rush time. I mean, it could take days. Some of the big sessions take days to set up. But anyway, we got in there, we got all set up. What I remember is that over the drums had this big, like, octagon thing that came down from the ceiling to kind of cover the drums, help the sound, keep the sound. So that goes down. And then the mics, man, they use 16 mics to mic the drums alone. Now, I remember, I have a studio. I've done recording sessions. I've recorded stuff. Like, I use 4 mics. 4 mics, maybe 6 if I have extra channels and stuff. But, 16 drums. So it was really cool. So the drums were back in the corner. This room is, Studio A. It's amazing. Studio A is just a beautiful, beautiful room, and drums were in the back. We're talking like, I couldn't even list all the people that played there, but let's just name a few, like Frank Sinatra, Eric Clapton. So you're there, you're like feeling this, like, because this studio's been around, you feel this vibe, you feel all these people that have been there, and like, there's a certain energy in there. It's just fantastic. So anyway, drums were in the back. Doug and I were in the live room where the drums were. My amps were in the isolation booth. It was actually I think it was just a little separate room, actually, right? So I had my amps in there. The bass was in a separate room, the bass amp. We were all in headphones going, and Tassos was in the vocal booth. And as we're playing, right, we're doing this live. Okay, we're not tracking, we're not doing drums and adding a bass. We're doing all this live, this basic rhythm tracks, drum, bass, guitar. And then Tassos was singing to help us get through the songs, although that vocal would later be replaced when we actually did the rest of it at my studio. That's a whole nother thing as well. But anyway, just a fantastic time. We get through the songs. We just do a take or two. We got to move. We got time. Can't worry about perfection. We're going to catch the energy, catch it while it's hot. We did 2 or 3, I think about 1, maybe 2 takes of each song, maybe 1 take. I'm not sure. We got through the song. It was really fun. I mean, once you're there, you're in the zone. I don't remember a lot about it because we're just kind of getting through the songs. I had my Telecaster. Remember, I had my Telecaster, my Fender Telecaster. I had my Fender Strat, this really cool cream-colored Strat, and I had my Gibson ES335 there. I had my whole pedal board set up, had the big pedal board at the time, wah-wah pedal and distortion and overdrive, delay, volume pedal, chorus, that kind of stuff. I had that. And what else? Yeah. Oh, I was using it. My amp was, I remember, a Fender Deluxe, Hot Rod Deluxe, that later caught on fire during a gig. That's a common theme in my life. That's a whole nother story as well. But anyway, let me do one little story and then we're going to wrap one little plane and then I'm going to wrap the story up for us. All right, so we finished the recording. I think we had a little time left. We had to get a quick mix of the engineer doing his quick mix on the stuff. And then, we walked out of there with this rough mixes of the files, of the rhythm tracks. And then we were going to take it later on to our my studio. And we then ended up finishing the recording over there. I'm going to save that for a different blog. But anyway, I just want to tell you a little bit about my experience. Ocean Way Studios. Check them out online. We have some photos here that we showed you, but just fantastic. If you ever have a chance to get into a real studio, get there. Get there, go view it. If you have time to book a session, go record something there. It's a whole different experience than just being in your living room, bedroom, wherever it is that you record stuff. So anyway, that's my little story. Again, blog.ukelikethepros.com. Check it out. I have written stuff on this. This is just kind of expanding a little bit with this vlog here. So I appreciate you being here. ukelikethepros.com, store.ukelikethepros.com, all that stuff. Comments, smash that like button, subscribing. Appreciate it. Thanks for all your support. Hope you enjoy learning a little bit more about me, what I did in my life before I'm right here doing the ukulele stuff. So anyway, have a great day. We'll see you next time.